Well, there's so much great research. Consciousness is not a byproduct of the brain. Consciousness is actually using the brain to produce different levels of mind. And there's just some great research that's going on right now by some really unlimited researchers that are showing that the field around the body and the brain is where consciousness exists. And it is that field that begins to manipulate different circuits in the brain to produce mind. So mind is the brain in action, but mind needs energy and it needs consciousness to move through it. So if you think about this, if the brain can actually change itself, and it can, we can rewire the brain by learning or experiencing or changing our behaviors or making different choices. The fact that we can change the way we think, it means then we're not the brain. We're the operator of the brain, because who's doing the changing of the brain and the mind? The brain can't change the brain, it's just an organ. It's no different than the liver. The mind can't change the brain because the mind is the brain in action. So then who's doing the changing of the brain and the mind? And that's consciousness. That's that immaterial aspect of us. So then that consciousness has a field associated with it because all energy or all frequency carries information. So then as we begin to tune into different energy and different frequency, we can change the level of mind that we're producing. So then research that's been done just at Harvard, just the last 50 years, with rats that have a propensity for, say, something like uterine cancer, they find that there's an invisible field that they can detect before the cancer shows up, that there's a field where they can see the animals that have had uterine cancer have a specific signature in their field. They can see the same signature in those rats, but they don't have the uterine cancer yet, but they do get it. So it starts in the field before it's in matter. So it's not matter that emits a field, it's the field that actually organizes matter. Change the field, change the energy, you change matter. Well, I do think that consciousness is where it permeates. It's in and around us. So microtubules are little cytoskeletons. They're like if you took a cell, a big round cell, and you were to blow all the snot off it, you would be left with these little tubules. And those tubules are very, very sensitive to frequency. In fact, they vibrate. So as the person is experiencing greater levels of energy, they begin to vibrate a little bit more. So that's where consciousness lives, because you can't have energy without consciousness. So it's in you and it's all around you. And interestingly enough, when we measured DNA expression, changes of DNA in 4 days in one of our advanced workshops, one of the genes that was actually activated was the gene for the construction and the stability of the cytoskeletons, the microtubules, which means that our students are changing their frequency and the cells are beginning to repair and produce stronger cytoskeletal structures.
I can tell you from experience, the effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. My father could have been a great comedian, but he didn't believe that was possible for him. And so he made a conservative choice. Instead, he got a safe job as an accountant. And when I was 12 years old, he was let go from that safe job. And our family had to do whatever we could to survive. I learned many great lessons from my father, not the least of which was that you can fail at what you don't want. So you might as well take a chance on doing what you love. That peace that we're after lies somewhere beyond personality. Your need for acceptance can make you invisible in this world. Don't let anything stand in the way of the light that shines through this form. Risk being seen in all of your glory, of how it comes to pass. And when I say life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you, I really don't know if that's true. I'm just making a conscious choice to perceive challenges as something beneficial so that I can deal with them in the most productive way. You'll come up with your own style. That's part of the fun. Like many of you, I was concerned about going out into the world and doing something bigger than myself, until someone smarter than myself made me realize that there is nothing bigger than myself. You are ready and able to do beautiful things in this world. And after you walk through those doors today, you will only ever have two choices: love or fear. choose love, and don't ever let fear turn you against your playful heart.
And open it up and feel, because it's that energy that begins to change matter. And I believe that we have all of the machinery to do this. So let's take the journey and raise the consciousness, the awareness, and the energy of this planet to see if we can begin to produce changes in the future. How does that sound? Those of you who are watching from somewhere in the world, I'm going to ask you to shut your cell phone off, close the door, and get in a place where you can separate yourself from the people, environment, things in your life, and have enough time and space to go within. Let's begin. Sit up straight. Eyes closed. Take a breath and breathe in the power of love. And breathe out any limitation within you. Breathe in life. Breathe out fear. And in this infinite black space behind your eyes, in space become aware of the vastness of space. Way out beyond you. How deep does it go? How wide is eternity? How high is this blackness before you? It's all around you. Become aware that it's behind you. And on both sides of you. Become aware that you're aware in this infinite, vast, space. And as nobody, no one, in nothing, in nowhere, and in no time, as pure consciousness, become aware in this infinite void that you're inside the center of the earth. Become aware that you're aware. Inside a sphere. And sense it all around you. In this eternal, vast space. And now it's time to raise your energy. And radiate this feeling of love, in the space within its center, in space, and to give life to life of our mother. Feel it. Experience it. Become aware of it.
It's all around you. Stay present with it. And in care, in love, in joy, let your energy carry the thought, the intent, that your love heal this sacred place, and that everything in it and on it be altered by your energy. Feel it. Become more aware of it. Stay present with it. That all life be enriched, loving the earth into life. Feel it. And now, as if you are moving into space, further away from the earth, view it from space. See it in its glory, our home, sustaining life, and in this infinite, vast space, become aware of the space in the center of your chest. In the vastness of space. And take the earth and place it in the center of your chest, and love it into life. And breathe in the power of love, and feel it. And breathe out your intent to heal it. And bring it closer into your heart. And think of the trees, the oceans, its mountains and deserts. Think of its landscapes and pastures, its creatures of all species. Harmony, balance, and feel. Wholeness, oneness, stay present with it. Become aware of it. Feel it. It's in you. And let it grow in you. Become more aware of intelligent love. Feel it. It's within you and all around you. And remember to keep the earth close to your heart. And let your love for life heal all of life. And all people. Of all races and cultures. Live in harmony. Because we are in harmony. Feel it in your chest. And let it heal you. Feel it. Become aware of it. Experience it. Moment by moment by moment. And remember, it lives within you. And every time you open your heart, the earth notices. Every time you give, it notices. Every time you serve, it's aware. Every time you give thanks, it feels you. When we feel awe for a sunset, wonder in the midnight sky, gentle breeze caressing us, and the love for a flower. We are connected to it. And we give energy to its field. And now move away. And notice that planet in space. And remember, you're living on it. Citizen of the earth. Bless it. Give thanks to it. Admire it. Celebrate it. Care for it. Take time to be aware of it. And enjoy it. And take care of it. And now, in reverence, in grace, and in humility, bring your awareness back to a new earth. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And remember, it's in your heart. Feel it.
And so, in closing, for those people tuning in, it's not enough to meditate on peace or to meditate on change. It's not enough to just meditate on wholeness and oneness for this planet. It's going to require all of us to demonstrate it in all areas of our life, that the change that we want to see in the world has to first start with ourselves. And if there's things that we don't like in the world, we should first look to see if any of that is within us. And I think if we work in making those changes within us, and demonstrate peace, and demonstrate change, not in a violent or arrogant way, but in an empowered way. If we keep demonstrating over and over again, we will become the very change we would like to see in the world. Thank you for listening.